Hello and welcome to Productively Mindful. My name is Alanda Schultes. I hope you enjoy your stay here. I hope you find value in this video. This is me from the future, way after you did the end of this video, if that makes sense. I realized that I didn't make an intro. And I also wanted to say that this is a bit of a different video, so it's quite an important one for me. It's quite an important one in terms of what I realized recently and what I'm about to share. So I highly recommend you stick around and see the whole video through. I'll take you up with me and show you bits and pieces of me walking up a mountain in the Alps. And yeah. To future me, when you get to the top of that mountain that's there in the woods, I'm proud of you. (1,600 meters). Over 2.5 kilometers climbed, 45 minutes walked. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. As long as it's safe, I'm doing it. There's a little stream coming down. All the way down these rocks. All the way to the bottom. Oh man. The sound. The sound is just pure serenity. This is one hell of a challenge, guys. I cannot wait until I get to the top. I cannot wait. But isn't that what we say to ourselves all the time, though? A moment of respite, perhaps? No. Let's just crack on. Oh my god, let's just crack on. Got a little bit distracted on the path. Little cabin in the mountains. Probably to have a bit of a respite. Pretty cool. Oh, these footprints. Don't know if you can see. They're going all the way along the path where I need to go. As far as I know, there shouldn't be any dangerous animals here. Just lynxes, so if you see this video, it's all good. There seems to be quite a common thing here to find these little houses. There's one here, there's another one there. It's quite high up, it's about nearly 2,000 meters in altitude. There must be some little places of respite. The cool thing is we do need some little places of respite when we're walking through our path. And this is exactly why they're here. I also saw some footprints. They look like lynx footprints. And as I was walking towards this house, I heard something running around there. So I don't know if they're fresh footprints or if they've been there for a while, but there's definitely some animals here, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna crack on. I wanna go. I thought I heard something. I wanna go a little bit higher up by this little lake. Then I'm gonna probably make my way down because I don't have enough time. So yeah. This is awesome. So guys, I think I'm making my final footsteps now. Final steps towards where I'm gonna stop and enjoy the nature for a little bit and go back down. And talk about what I wanna talk about today. Which is very, very important, I think. This kind of walk-up signifies it all, but look what I am coming out looking at. Don't know how well you can see this, but damn. Hopefully it looks good. Oh, and the funny thing is with that epicness, I was following those little footsteps that an animal made all the way to these mountains. And I'm hearing noises. Uh-oh. Oh my god, guys, look at this. Oh, Lord. Oh my god. What a day to be alive. Seeing something like this has been a dream of mine as long as I can remember. Wow. Look at that. So serene, so quiet. When you're working towards a greater good, this is what you get. What I was going to say is genuinely warm here, because it is, even though it's freezing temperatures, but my bald head is radiating heat so fast, I had to put my hat on at least, so I don't freeze to death. But the sun is nice. So the sun is very nice. Today is quite a monumental day for me because ever since I climbed my first hill, let's say, and where I'm from is Lithuania, right? It's a very flat country. There's not many hills, no mountains. So when I got to the UK and climbed my first, I even called it a mountain at the time. It was only just over 300 meters. And I looked at the view below. I was like, damn, this is my absolute dream. I want to climb every single mountain in the world and I'll be happy. But I kept climbing mountains in the UK. Never really managed to climb a mountain outside of the UK. And I always wanted to. It was always a massive dream of mine, especially the Alps. And man, I finally did it. I finally climbed a mountain that's just over 2,000 meters in the Alps to see this beautiful view out here. And I have achieved my dream. Or one of my dreams, rather. But what made this specific climb so special is because recently I've done an exercise that allowed me to understand my purpose. And it made every single thing so clear. Why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why I'm focusing on understanding my emotions, managing them better, integrating them. Why I'm wanting to help people do the same. Why I want to have a community, an off-grid community that's fully self-sustained. Why I want to do all these things. It's starting to make sense now, after I figured out this purpose. And sometimes unbeknownst to us, we are already on this path, like I was. I was already on the path of greater good, working towards my purpose. And as I was climbing this mountain, I realized that that path has been so difficult. It's been so hard, and that is the reason why I knew that I'm on the right path. I've been suppressing my emotions my whole life. I was not comfortable at feeling at all. I thought it made me weak. I thought it made me less of a man, feeling emotions. But unbeknownst to me, that is a superpower. That is what makes me strong. So as I was climbing this mountain and really having a hard time, finding moments of respite where I rest, recuperate, and carry on, I thought this is the exact journey of greater good, where when you achieve what you're working towards, what you're aiming to achieve, is going to be as monumental as me climbing this mountain and watching two massive ravens circling in the air. I don't know if you can see it, but it is, there's one there. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. You go through these difficult steps. You feel like your lungs are shot because you're climbing this huge mountain, taller than Everest, taller than Mount Olympus on Mars, taller than any mountain you can think of. And you're working so hard to climb this mountain. And you get to these false peaks where it looks like it's flat, but then it carries on higher up. And it's very discouraging. And you start feeling bad about yourself, feeling bad about all this effort that you put in. You start getting imposter syndrome. You start getting anxious about all this time that you wasted, stressed about The fact that, are you on the right path? Are you actually doing the right things? And the worst thing is, when we start feeling like this, we are feeling it inside, making all of this feel like we are alone. And that is what I figured out recently. The reason why I'm doing all of this, helping people, giving out so much free help, wanting to create this off-grid community where people can join and live life freely and peacefully, is because I don't think we should do it all alone. I don't think we should be with our emotions alone. There are people out there that will be willing to help you. I'm just one message away. If you want to message me, all of my socials are tagged on every single one of my videos. If you want to talk about something, message me. No strings attached. You don't have to feel alone. Feeling doesn't have to be hard. Emotions do not have to be hard. Even if I cannot help you, at least you can talk to somebody. Talk about how you feel. Have a space where you can be vulnerable and express yourself. Talk about the things that need to be talked. You cannot hold these emotions inside of you. They will make you bubble up. They will make you eventually explode. You will react to life. You will be so disappointed in yourself. Everybody else will start walking away from you because you will be impulsive. You will react. You will be explosive. Nobody wants to hang around people like that. You have to take matters in your own hands and you have to do the work, but sometimes it's so difficult to do it alone. It just is. You have to talk to somebody to make it work, make it easy on yourself. I've tried building this coaching business on my own for so long. Nothing was happening because I was doing it on my own. Now I started networking with people, talking to everybody, just helping people, giving free work. And everything is working out. Everything is moving in the right direction. I'm just constantly going uphill. I've had my respite, a very long one, and now I'm just making my way up. And I'm so close to this exact location where I am now, in my purpose. I'm so close, where I have a space where people don't have to feel alone. They can feel, they can express themselves. They have a space where they can be vulnerable and be themselves, express their emotions the way they want to express them, because that is true freedom. When you're locked inside and you're suppressing, or you're explosive, you're angry, that is not peace. That is not happiness. That is not contentment. There's no way you'll get to that point if you're in that spot where you're suppressing or you're explosive. You have to understand what you're feeling and observe it from a third person perspective. You cannot become the emotions, and you cannot explode those emotions out to the environment. It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody else around you. It's not good for your energy. It's not good for the universe. The only time the universe will support you properly is when you're looking after yourself properly. Emotional suppression is not the way. Think of the way of Tao. It's a straight way towards your purpose, towards your abundance. And if you suppress, you go to one extreme. If you explode, you go to the other extreme. And you keep zigzagging over and over and over again. And you don't end up achieving your abundance or your purpose in life in your lifetime. Or if you do achieve it, you're exhausted and you're not ready to accept it. It becomes overwhelming. It tears you apart. I cannot stress enough how important it is to understand that nothing in life needs to be done alone. You can ask for help. You don't have to pay for help. You can just talk to someone. Being alone is the most difficult thing ever. And I always thought that being alone is going to be so good because I don't have to talk to anyone. I don't have to make sure everything that I do works with somebody else. I can just do whatever I want, whenever I want, go wherever I want. Our society hasn't been built on loneliness, exclusion. Our community, our society has been built on collaboration, communication, working together. And it applies to you as well. It applies to me as well. We have to do things together. We have to. I hope this video actually makes you realize that. I really do. And if it doesn't, I tried my best. That's all that matters. But what I also want to share is that little exercise that you can do to understand that exile that you have within. And the exile is something that you need to fix through your purpose. The exercise is very simple. All you have to do is just sit down with your back straight and close your eyes. And I invite you to do that right now. I will skip to a video where I'm enjoying eating my sustenance to go back down so I have enough energy. So, like I said, sit down with your back straight so you don't fall asleep. It will only take 5 minutes. Close your eyes and listen to my voice. Feel the peace within you, the quietness, the calmness, and invite every single part of you to join you in that peace, that calmness. Every single part of you. When you have done so, I want you to think of a moment. Could be very recent, could be something that happens all the time that triggers you very strongly, very heavily. Once you have that moment, make yourself feel what it feels like when you are triggered in that exact moment. When you have that feeling, allow yourself to go to a time where you were extremely young. What would that version of you feel like if they had that feeling within them? If you figured it out, that is your exile. That is what you need to work on through your purpose to solve. So I hope this video helps. I have a free community where I talk about stuff like this all the time. I help people turn their emotions into a superpower by integrating them mindfully and becoming a spiritual warrior. It's completely free. We have weekly group meetings, loads of themes going on, all kinds of posts, all kinds of valuable information where you can get more accustomed with your emotions and feelings, exclusive monthly content, and a meditation bank that I will be redoing because the old one got corrupted. If you want to check it out, the link's going to be underneath. Also, like, subscribe, and share the video. I would highly appreciate it because the more people do it, the more these videos go out to the wider audience, the more value I can add to everybody else. Leave a comment. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with my emotional speech in the middle of the Alps? Otherwise, this has been Alanda Schultzes from Productively Mindful. I love you all as always, and I'll speak to you all soon. Probably not in the Alps, but very, very soon. Goodbye.